Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. Y'all already know if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, y'all already know it's peace and blessings. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. No, I did not leave a reminder for this one because this is really going to be a quick live. Um, I'm still trying to gain certain information, so once I get that in order, oh yeah, we're gonna have an open panel about a couple things. A couple things. I'm dead serious. And I appreciate those who tuned in this morning. It might have sounded like I was on firecracker time, but again, when it comes to topics and situations like that, I'm going to be adamant and vocal about that. So I'm not going to be sitting here trying to, how you say it, dumb down nothing. Ain't no dumb downs out here. It's a straight truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Little Daryl, what's going on, my guy? Miss Queen, blessings. Wilma! My bad, Wilma, early. I just woke the fuck up, sis. I was in there fried, died, and laid to the side earlier when you hit me. My guy. Score. I see you, lady. My bad for the wind in the background. Your boy trying to go pick up some food real quick. Yes, Club Need is still going on tonight. Got the reminder set for that one. I just want to chop it up with the people real quick. You know, like I said, there's one or two things I'm trying to gain some knowledge on. Once I do that, that's a panel of discussion that anybody could join in on. You know, I ain't even going to do what I thought I was going to do because I just gained some knowledge earlier that I already knew was true. But then again, I don't even want to bring that up because I already know how that goes. So, even when it comes down to that part, I already know that's how a war will start because everybody's whatever will be in, man, listen, everybody's belief system to a degree will be coming to heads. So I ain't going to do that. But I did gain some knowledge on that. And I did find that that was kind of discovering that some of these books, and I'm saying it from the Bible standpoint, y'all, some of them books that was missing, I actually fucking found the book, the original book with all of that shit in it. Threw me the fuck off. Threw me all the way the fuck off, y'all. So I knew I kind of had some sort of knowledge to it, but like I said, with these new updated books, and see, that's why it's good sometimes to keep original context and original books and stuff like that, especially if you know there are certain chapters of a book that are missing. At least you know you got the whole actual book, you know. I'm glad what's going on, sis? But yeah, it was an eye opener. I was looking, I said, I knew it. And shout outs to Riders for Life because she kind of mentioned it. And then what made me go about it, I checked the book and everything that we was looking for is in the fucking book. And that's a big ass, big ass, big ass, big ass book. But I remember it was only the select few who had them shits. So, but I ain't gonna get into that just yet because that shit was actually funny. And it kind of went to go against what I was kind of having the other day. But like I said, when it comes to certain topics, we know people get too touchy and too emotional. But you can't get emotional when there's actual facts being spoken. So that's why I said there's just gonna be some things. Even if I bring it up, guess what? You're not going to get mad, and you can't get mad, especially if it's truth. How can you ever get mad if they're not logical truth? That part you got to make sense. But like I said, that's for another topic. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in this morning. And shout outs to Brooke because she mentioned this in the chat this morning, and it's true. 4 states, 4 out of the 50 states have made it mandatory that your kids learn homosexuality classes. Make it make sense. Y'all really got to make it make sense, y'all. Oh, wait, let me do this real quick before y'all start trying to get on my nerve. Fair use, and educational purposes only. You mean to tell me that they really passed that shit in 4 states already? So your kid got to learn a mandatory class about homosexuality, but can't have a mandatory class about workshop or any type of fucking program that can help. And you know what's crazy? I talked to my neighbor. I talked to 3 other people after I ended the live with y'all. Why everybody almost said the same shit? Why are they so focused on getting rid of all of the things that made us who we were? You getting rid of all of these programs. You trying to dumb down the world for the dumb shit. You can't do that. Sorry, you cannot sit there and do that. The world does not want to be dumb nor sleep. So when you doing shit like that, that's not cool. And like I said, that's 4 states already that actually approved that shit. So for those 4 states, I hope, and I really mean, I hope y'all get yourselves right, because it's going to be an uphill fucking battle coming up. I'm telling you, no lie. This what's going on, rolling. Queen, the whole damn thing. Scotland, what's going on, y'all? My bad, 'cause I'm like halfway looking at the phone. But it's the truth though. Like, how is it y'all allowing that to happen? You know, that's what I'm saying. You are sitting here promoting and pushing everything else but the right shit. Like I said, these kids are gonna be screwed up in these states because, and I say it like that only because, come on, you gonna have some kids that are really still on that type of time, like they ain't worried about what the fuck is really going on except for what's going on with them, which is a fact. You gonna tell me some kids care about what's going on with the president and what's going? No, they care about what the hell is going on with them. That's the part y'all gotta understand. And then for y'all to sit here and push that shit is crazy. Sorry. And for y'all little niggas that's pushing that shit, y'all definitely fucked up in the game. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, my bad, y'all, because I be trying to keep certain sounds. That's why I mute shit. Because I know sometimes that I'm learning certain shit on this thing too. Trust me, I'm learning certain things on here. Certain sounds and certain things, they'll definitely try to clip your video for. So I ain't with it today. Lola, what's going on, sis? Yo, but you dead ass though. You right on the ball with it. Um, yo, Daryl, you definitely on the ball with that shit, bro. You are. That's why I said. That's why I said shit don't make no sense though. Y'all getting rid of programs that can help these kids learn, like I said, feel better about themselves and give them some sort of blueprint for their future. So you getting rid of all of that shit to promote the fuck shit. You, like I said, y'all gotta start making this shit make sense. If they already got 4 states passed with it, just imagine what they really gonna try to do. Now, see, they said Jersey, but they ain't say New York. So I don't even know if that shit is even going on in the city now. I'm about to definitely find out though. But it's sad how y'all literally sitting there passing that. And like I said, I'm all for you living your life the way you see fit, but stop forcing shit on kids before they fucking get a certain age, man. And I'm not gonna keep saying that shit. I'm gonna just keep saying that shit because it's fucking crazy. So what if your kid ain't into all of that shit and decide he don't want to be a part of that? So you gonna tell me he gonna just automatically fail, or is he gonna get kicked out of school? What? Like you gotta make it make sense, yo. You have to. I'm all like I said, I'm all for certain things, but I'm not accepting and tolerating people pushing shit on kids, man. I ain't gonna keep saying that again. I'm gonna keep saying that again until it resonates with you fucking higher ups. I don't see how the fuck y'all really sitting here promoting that shit, man. You could be promoting these kids to try to, worry about future trades, future endeavors, even future talents. You're supposed to be building their character, but you building their character to accept bullshit that we know for a fact is bullshit. So I'm sorry. I can't rock with that at all. Can't rock with that. Yo, Ryder, salute, my guy. Man, where your ass was at this morning, man? I needed your help. Nah, it's all good though. But yeah, this is crazy though, because like I said, you sit here and say something along those logical lines, they want to look at you like you funny. But you can't sit here and do that.
Give me no tens or fives.
Who the hell you calling a raccoon, Kurt? I ain't messing with you, Platty. It's too early in the evening for that. You always calling somebody a damn raccoon.
Yeah, for right now.
You must be talking about Kenny or somebody else in here. I'll wait for it. Yo, really salute. Yeah, salute and blessings to everybody that came in. That's the truth though. You can't sit here and try to. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
Mommy, listen, they gave me something.
This shit's crazy. I don't see how y'all could allow it. You're gonna sit here and allow the bullshit.
Food stamp. So
The
homie.
the bogeys and the Bluffville. Yeah, the 9. Yeah. My fault, y'all. But that's what I'm saying. And that is the truth. That's why I said when it comes to this, we gonna have this panel. Scorp, don't let me bother you, lady, because I'm tired of your shenanigans. You still owe me a damn chocolate pie, woman. We about to fight tonight. Club Nate ain't gonna be lit tonight until you get out of my club. Tired of your shit, lady. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I don't need you to try to bite my head off for nothing. Yeah, I bully everybody. You right. If you mean I bully with logic, then yes, I bully. But that's because I love my people too damn much, man. Like, oh shit, I should have went and got another one. I forgot. Yeah, your boy's so wrapped up in this shit. Cause when I seen that shit and seen that it was actually true, it threw me off. I said, oh, so you are really trying to push an agenda of having these kids dumb and confused in the world. In the world. Like, you can't be serious. I don't understand how some of y'all sit back and just let it happen. My fault, bro. We got another one. Yeah. Perp, how you gonna want something and I ain't even get lunch yet? Yeah, Taco was good, my guy. Diz, what you mean I attack the potato salad, man? I don't attack potato salad that got raisins in it. Coco, what's good, sis? Yo, what's good, my guy? Joey, man. You already? Oh. Like I said, but I feel that's real sad. Like I said, I'm all for you living your life, you being who you're supposed to be when you're an adult. But when you're a kid, you're supposed to make sure you're just being careless, carefree, and learning about what you need to learn about. And I feel like there's anything, like I said, unless it's you're 13 and getting into that ages where you're going through puberty and everything else. That's when that shit should be fucking brought up. Other than that, there's no way you're gonna tell me a 10-year-old should know about this and know about that. I'm sorry, a fucking 8-year-old should know about how this one became this one. You're not gonna fucking pull that fucking rabbit over me. You're not gonna pull that trick over me. You won't do that. See, I'm gonna be one of them people that's vocal about it. Shut the fuck up. You ain't going nowhere. God damn it. This is why I be trying to block certain sounds. See? That's how you know a nigga active outside though. Fucking crazy. Hey Mary, I see you in here. Oh no, Ryder, you know what I was capping about? I was capping about how you said you had a fatigue looking dog and that nigga is all fucking mangy. Yeah, I'm fucking with you too, bro. You already know. I gotta fuck the people while everybody waking up. Shoot. If y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Like I said, I ain't gonna be on here too crazy because I do got a reminder set. But then I feel that's crazy. And I'm about to get deeper into that at some point. Because I got a feeling, like I said, this is part of that feeling I'm talking about. So you already got 4 states that's already saying you have to take these classes. If you don't, you fail. How the fuck you gonna tell somebody they fail in life because they don't want to be indoctrinated with the bullshit you trying to fucking incorporate, man? You gotta make it make sense, man. You gonna tell me my kid is gonna fail because he don't want to be a part of a conversation that he really don't want to be part of, or she don't want to be part of? And it's not saying, oh, you know, but some people are just uncomfortable talking about certain situations. That's one of them. Like I said, you feeding these damn kids the things you feeding them, and guess what? You are literally trying to dumb down the world to your liking. It's not gonna work. Not one of me. Not gonna happen. Nah, but you know, like I said, I'm all for it. Look, you can sit here and be the person that you want to be, and I'm all fine with that. I've been saying this shit because this is something that I really resonate with. But once you start pushing it on the kids and the teenagers, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when I get vocal about it. That's when I really start snapping the fuck out. Because again, our parents, and even if it wasn't our parents, a lot of the fucking people in the community was not letting certain shit happen. It wasn't. They was making sure they protected us from a whole bunch of shit that we didn't need to know about. And once we was old enough to start learning shit, hey, we made our decisions. Now you were trying to force the kids to have a decision made for them before they fully even get out the womb, or before they can even fully learn their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. So y'all gonna have to make this shit make sense on how the fuck that's logical. It's not logical at all, y'all. Not. Nah, brother, trust me, you act like I don't know that, but again, that's fucked up. And I'm gonna be vocal on that. I don't give a fuck while I'm on here. I will be vocal about that, bro, because at some point, something gonna have to change and resonate with some of these fuckers that you're doing wrong by yourself and you're doing wrong by your kids if you sitting here enforcing that shit on them. I'm sorry. Them niggas should not be knowing about none of this extra shit before age of. I don't like you like that, son. I just got off work. No, I don't like nothing. I'm waiting for my fucking food. You already, bro? Shit. Yeah, nah, but you know it's crazy. Happy New Year's already this year? Nigga, I seen your ass in the beginning of the year. My bad, y'all. Shit. Yeah, I heard about that too. Wait, was that in Florida or was that in Cali again? So that's what I'm saying. It's so many different things they could be focusing on, but y'all pushing an agenda to keep these kids confused and fucked up in life. And some of y'all parents are allowing it because you're not saying nothing. You're not being vocal about shit. Go to these fucking meetings sometimes or actually go up to these schools and protest, man. And if they ain't going to, guess what? You still going to have to fucking do something. You can't give up and think that is cool to push any narrative. That's why I said, what happens when they make it mandatory all around the fucking United States or all around the world, period? Because that's where they pushing it to. Like, when do you stand up and say something? When do you actually combat the machine? Fact, see, like that part. Yo, popcorn, salute, my guy. I ain't even see you pop in. I gotta start paying attention to the chat room. Ryder, I already spoke about that this morning too. The church is a hustle now because guess what? Back in the days, they wasn't promote. Even back in the day, even at one point, they wasn't trying to promote certain shit with us, man. That's because they had a common mutual understanding that at the end of the day, some of these people that's coming to your flock of service are kids. You forgot. So if you are gonna sit here and try to push that with the adults, which you know we ain't having that. Most of us ain't having it. Of course, you want to go for these kids and these teens, but then guess what? They should be able to make their own decision when they get a certain age, what they want to do in life. Like I said, when it comes to anything of a sexual orientation or any of that shit, that should be saved for when they at least 13 to whenever. Because that's when we know some people actually are active before 13 or by 13. So yeah, if you gotta do what you gotta do, yeah, then you teach them that. But other than that, they shouldn't be worried about too much until they are of that age. Period. Nah, Coco, I'm just saying in general, man. Hey, what? Wait, what you say? What the hell is gasoline drawers? I'm not fucking with you, sis. You came in here, yeah, you trying to pull one of my moves. I don't be trolling you. I do be cracking jokes like a motherfucker, though. I know. Hold on one second. This is mine. Exactly. But that's the sad part about it, and that's something to really be looked at. Y'all trying to push this shit worldwide to a point where we know certain spots that definitely was heavy on it. They trying to lighten up on it. You like, wait a minute, since when? Since when? And we know half of these spots, we know for a fact they was making songs about killing those people, right? Or just having issues with them. And now all of a sudden is you riding and siding with them. That's what I'm saying. When you got real people that are gonna stand up and really be on some shit, they'll try to do anything in their power to numb you down and dumb you down. Or just try to bring you down a level. But nah. I'm still gonna be vocal about that because I feel that's fucked up. No kid should have to worry about certain things before their time. Sorry, it shouldn't. Coco, you might be. I don't know. You might actually be trying to buy a zoo. Don't get me the line. If you do, yo, I need a koala bear. Caitlin, blessings. I definitely need I definitely need one though. Coco, we need you to bring the koala bears, baby. Oh man, we gonna finish smoking my clip while I'm waiting for this food. Man, listen, I'm just saying, it's fucking crazy how they really are trying to attach that. Like I said, it's only 4 states that they said. They ain't say New York. But for the fact that New Jersey even implemented that, that means at some point it's going to come up here. And that's the scary part. Like I said, you got some people out here who are not saying that they, excuse my language, they're not homophobes, but they just have a general compass about themselves. Like, they just not going to be a part of anything you try to throw at them. And they will be vocal about that. I'm one of them. I don't even got kids, but I'm vocal about it because I think if I had kids right now, I'd have been trying to kill somebody for trying to teach them something that I know for a fact shouldn't be taught and that I know is nonsense and felonious. But that's just my opinion. Oh, you talking about Pastor Whitehead, right? Yeah, I already know, Ryder. That's all I'm saying. You got certain people that's supposed to be quote unquote, right, serving God and serving a higher power. But in the same token, y'all trying to serve the higher power, giving knowledge of a book that is missing nothing but books. So how can you fully gain knowledge on something if you got a book that's missing damn near more than 10 chapters, 12 chapters out of a book? Like, you got to make that make sense. You know? You're right, that's the truth though. But then again, you know, like I said, you might have some people who have these names. They can't help that they got these names, shit. But it is what it is. That's why I said, you know, it's crazy. How you sit here and you supposed to be promoting, not just the man upstairs, but you're supposed to be promoting, you know, good stuff. Supposed to be making sure these kids is good enough and, you know, smart enough to know that it's just some things that are immoral and you know for a fact shouldn't be done unless you decide to make that decision. But then again, you're going to promote, let's let these two people get married. Meanwhile, you know damn well you wasn't letting that happen back in the days. You wasn't letting two men or two women get married. You was letting a man and a woman get married. And half the times you had to go through a quote unquote seminar, whatever the hell it is. Man, listen, I'm not going to do none of that. I'm going to just be me. And I'm going to just keep bringing the way I bring it, you know. And I don't got to be no pastor to just bring some truth and knowledge. You know, and at the end of the day, it's knowledgeable to know that that shit is unacceptable. And at the end of the day, you cannot accept anybody plaguing and brainwashing the kids. If you were standing with that, then guess what? You were part of the problem. And I said what I said on that because it's the truth. You are part of the problem. But you know what I'm saying, y'all? It's the truth. You can't sit here and tell me that shit. You can't. Not going to be able to sit here and tell me that lie and feed me that lie or feed the kids that lie. We're not having that. That's why I say I'm kind of glad I don't have no kids in the world right now. Papa Will salute, man. I'll fall out of the block. Some other sound out of here. See, I'm learning shit. I'm learning certain things as we go. At least about this, because they try to knock you down for any little thing, even if it's music that you ain't even playing. So I already know how that's why I try to keep certain things under wraps. Nigga playing a whole Pop Smoke album. Nah, you ain't gonna have that shit on my live today. Not today. You know. That's why I said I refuse to believe and I refuse to be a part of anything that's targeting these kids and basically trying to brainwash them. I'm not for it. I'm sorry. And I'm always be that way because I believe in that. I believe a kid should be a kid until they old enough to make their own decisions or until at least they old enough to understand what's what and whatever decision they decide to make in life. You know? That's how I feel about the whole thing, you know? Exactly how I feel about the situation. And I'm sorry because it don't make sense. Again, a kid should not be forced to learn something that they might not want to learn yet. But I ain't going off that. But you know what, Coco? What you saying right now? That's like that in every religion to a degree.
Order no, the 10.
Yo, what the fuck? It ain't fucking saying, yo.
One order.
Yo, come on, bro. Like, my bad, y'all. No, but that's the truth, though. It's not even just Christianity. If you a devout, prime example, you a devout Muslim, or you follow Islam, whatever belief you follow. Mostly everything was said the same way. No homosexuality of the sort is to be accepted or tolerated. Like, I'm sorry, it's an abomination because at the end of the day, you are creating and causing more than just a distraction. You're causing confusion. Like I said, you are causing confusion amongst the flock, especially the younger generation. That's why I'm saying, y'all got to stop trying to push all these damn agendas that you know for a fact ain't beneficial. It's time for it to stop. Seriously. Really seriously time for it to stop. And a lot of you parents going to have to start standing up on that. Bad enough, like I said, you got 4 states that already passed it without no type of fight. No nothing. What's good, my guy? Like, that's the crazy part about it. Hey, what's all right? You know, but it's the truth, though. How you going to try to tell my kid they going to fail if they don't learn mandatory homosexuality class? No. Why are you promoting that? You not promoting good shit. Why are you not promoting these kids learning a trade, learning how to deal with technology, learning how to get into the field of construction? How you not teaching these kids the things that they was trying to teach us back in the day? And then how some of y'all parents allowing that shit to still happen? That's what I'm saying. Like, it seemed like nobody's fighting no more like how we used to fight. Because it was just some things the adults was not allowing us to really see or envision because they already had knowledge of what was what. And they didn't want to screw us up. But now you want to screw everybody up. And then when you say something logical like that, you get looked at like you either being a bully or no, it's not being a bully, it's being logical. You know for a fact in your moral conscience, in your moral soul that it's wrong. But yet and still, I can say this. When you old enough to make your own decision, then that's you. But when you a kid and you a teenager, you shouldn't be trying to focus on any of those type of things, man. It's for the kids. It's really learning and trying to build their own character and be the best person they can be. But you gonna tell somebody my kid gonna fail because he don't want to take a class. You gotta still make it make sense. Or you gonna tell me I gotta come get my kid from school because he don't want to be part of something or she don't want to be part of something. If they are uncomfortable and they know for a fact it's not logical and it's immoral, how can you get mad when they don't want to be part of it? Come on. You need to teach these kids something better outside of the bullshit you're trying to teach them now. And see, the reason why you trying to push a lot of these damn agendas is because y'all don't have nothing to really fucking offer to the schools. You don't. You don't have no updated, educated curriculum for them to learn something. Like you act like everything's still remaining the same as the time is still going. No. There's so many different things that happened between the time we was going to school to now that it should be added in books. But they ain't going to do it. You're going to get rid of every little program. You're going to try to disassociate normalcy. You're going to try to do a lot of shit for what? Just so you can target these kids and try to have them fucked up in life. And again, that's the craziest thing you could think of is pushing an agenda on some kids, man. Angel F, what's going on? And that's what I'm saying. Like, we know with certain countries that we know was big on, yeah, they not dealing with none of that quote unquote chi-chi mom shit. But now, mostly every one of these countries now is trying to be on that ball too. Oh, well, if they can do it, we can do it. No, it's still not accepted. And I'm saying it's not accepted because why push so much of an agenda like that now? You can fucking be yourself and promote certain shit without promoting it to the kids. Period. I'm gonna use this as an example. Just like I said earlier about guns. I feel unless you necessarily have to use it, you shouldn't have one. And if you're gonna have one, you should have education on it before you even get one. Background thorough and all of that before you get one. And even then, prime example, you could teach your kids the basics on how to shoot and do whatever, but you got to give them that education as well. You got to let them know that the gun is not a toy, and the gun is to only be used unless you necessarily have to use it. Other than that, certain things you can teach the kids without trying to push it or force it on them. And even if you're going to try to give them the education, but I'm not going to tell you to give education to kids about homosexuality when they still young. Fuck is wrong with you? Highly favored blessings. See y'all in here. For those who just tuned in, y'all already know. Hit the like button. Like I said, just something to really think about. Like I said, I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to do this open panel. Definitely, it might be an early open panel because I'm trying to get some more information on a few things. But these are topics, like I said, that's going to be discussed. I don't care how sensitive or touchy it might get. Because at the end of the day, it's fucked up that they're trying to push all of this shit on the kids and trying to push some of it on the adults too. And trying to put us all in that same bubble. You can't do that when everybody has their own thinking process and their own mind. So you basically are trying to make decisions for kids before they even thought about coming on this world. You can't play God, my man. You can't. I say your arms too short to box for God, so how the fuck you trying to play God? Oh no, you trying to play population control. That's what y'all trying to do. Shit is crazy. Oh, Platty, I gotta check your upload too. I just now I had to scroll down all these notifications, but I'm gonna check yours in a minute too. And I'm proud of you for doing what you've been doing. Keep doing what you're doing, girl. You know, like I said, it's craziness. You'll sit here and get rid of the most important programs that you know could definitely not just spark the ideas in the mind of the children, but could give them clear visuals on the future. You messed up on that. Like I said, it's just things we wasn't getting, they wasn't throwing at us. How you doing? See, I can use you as an example. You know, as parents, y'all wasn't letting us watch certain shit, do certain shit at a certain, because y'all didn't want us to be messed up in the head. Now, why y'all pushing everything on the kids? I just heard something about 4 states, they allowing mandatory homosexuality classes. Why do kids need to learn that shit? Nah, New Jersey, California, Colorado, and another state. 4 states that are allowing. If your kid don't take this mandatory homosexuality class, they can fail.
That's not cool.
Exactly. This is the shit that they doing, right? And you know,
and at the end of the day, you can't throw your likes on me. What you like, I don't like. What I like, you don't like.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they trying to do that to a point where watch, they don't try to.
So my whole thing is, why are you trying to take a manhood? I don't understand that. I don't believe that on both things.
Yeah, man, listen.
You can do whatever you want to do,
but you
don't stagnate no man rise to the top like that.
Exactly. They doing too much. Have a good one. All right. No problem. See, I have a neighbor right there. Like, that's one of my neighbors. She watched me come out the womb. And even she was one of them that used to say that shit. You can't sit there and try to stifle these kids. Let these kids be kids. And how you going to try to raise somebody, you know, how you going to try to take somebody's innocence or manhood, basically, because you want to promote an agenda? It's not fair. Not fair at all. Y'all niggas is really getting ridiculous with that shit. And some of y'all parents that are allowing it and riding with it, y'all just a part of the problem as these motherfuckers, right? And I'm gonna be vocal about that. I'm gonna really be vocal about that because it's fucking crazy. Exactly. Shit like that. We just talked about that this morning, sis, to a degree, before I fell out. But it's the truth. Push the right things for these kids. Stop pushing this bullshit that you feel everybody should be a part of. Because not everybody want to be a part of that shit. Not everybody want to be a part of a party that at the end of the day is causing confusion, chaos, and mayhem. I don't want to be a part of that. Sorry. I ain't gonna never be part of that. And I can't promote that type of fuck shit to the kids. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna promote that shit, y'all. It's just like I said, that's a falsehood that you should not be preaching. That's why I'm saying when it comes to certain things, guess what? Reality and religion do play hand in hand. But I'm not even gonna get on the religion topic of that because that's another day. But all in all, it's crazy how you will literally try to sit here and try to chop and screw up everything that's normal and try to bring your quote unquote vision of normal. It's not normal to tell a kid he gonna fail in school if he don't take this class. And especially if he don't or she don't want to take that class and be part of it. How you want to force them to be a part of something they don't want to be a part of? Ain't that you are messing up and you are violating my constitutional and my human rights. If I don't want to be a part of something that you are trying to fucking push, you can't force me to be part of it. Period. Yo, Craig, salute. You know? Papa Will, guess what? And I said that because even the lady that was sitting next to me said it. She even knows. In my hood, half of the parents was not hearing that promoting shit to the kids that wasn't supposed to be promoted, period. You think my mom was going to let me watch a racy episode of Tales from the Crypt or some other shit that was on late in the evening? Hell no. I'd have probably been in that bed, knocked the fuck out, sleep. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how you will try to sit here and promote that shit to the fullest and won't try to promote these kids learning something outside of what you want them to learn. But then again, like I said, some of you parents are part of the problem because some of y'all are not standing up and fight and properly fighting. Your kids shouldn't be a target. Your kids shouldn't be forced to do things they don't want to do, and they shouldn't be forced to be part of something that they don't want to be part of. And I'm gonna keep saying that as a vocal standpoint. You know. That's all I'm saying. There's certain things that you know for a fact, even if you gotta sit down and break it down to them, sit down and break it down to them when they know they of an age to really start asking those questions. But when they young and they not worried about that shit, a 5-year-old or 6-year-old should not have to worry about homosexuality. They should be still worrying about learning complete sentences, math, and all of that shit. Not no Jimmy became Janet and nah, that's not cool. I'm sorry. I'm always going to be old school and vocal about that shit. And I know you got some people that, like I said, I have nothing against people of that nature because guess what? Some of my mother's friends was on that line. But even then, they wasn't promoting certain shit around the kids. I don't care what they was into. They wasn't promoting it around the kids. Nah, get the kids up out of here. We ain't doing this. That's what I'm saying. But then, like I said, when you say certain things like this when everybody want to look at you like you the funny one or you the ignorant one. No, I'm the logical one again. Like I said, if you think it's cool to give these young impressionable kids that type of shenanigans to fucking teach them, then what does that say about you? Because I'm quite sure some of y'all know for a fact what you doing is wrong. But then again, once you are old enough to make whatever decision you make, hey, nobody can tell you shit. You right. But when you young and you still impressionable, you shouldn't have to worry about some of these fights. And I don't see, like I said, how you could tell somebody that their kid is going to fail if they don't be a part of this class and they don't want to be part of it. I'm telling you, your moral codes, your fucking ethnics and all that shit is out the window. And it is. It's like y'all really fully performing on demon time when it comes to these situations. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's man, listen, it's time for some of y'all to jump on the ball and really start getting knowledge and information on what they implement in your areas, period. Because guess what? When it's all said and done, they go and try the hardest, and they don't give a fuck how they do it. They go and try their hardest. And of course, the first people they gonna go for is the kids and the team. They probably might even go after some of the mentally challenged ones because, you know, some of them got the minds of a 5-year-old. So it's easy to trick them, just like it's easy to trick a regular kid. That's what I'm saying. That was what everybody need to be standing up on. Exactly. Because guess what? Teachers are only going to be in for a certain hours, for a certain amount of hours. And then what's left? You got to end up dealing with them. So guess what? You have to be knowledgeable and teach them the best ways possible. But don't fucking when they fuck kids, man. They shouldn't be worried about that. And see, some of y'all parents going to have to still guide your kids because guess what? They got worse on TV because every time you turn around, there's some sort of homosexuality or something being promoted. Like I said the other day, I literally went to scroll through channels while watching the football game and seen 3 different back-to-back commercials of stuff that shouldn't be promoted. And I had my little cousin sitting in front of me. So imagine how I felt. Nobody should have to hear, yo, why 2 men kissing? Nobody want to hear that. No kid should even be asking that shit. Period. Mo, what's good, sis? Yeah, you already know. You got the smoke signals up in there. You already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how the world has changed so drastically. And some of y'all are just you're not standing on it. I can't see all of y'all because you got some who just don't really know what the fuck is going on. But y'all got to wake up at some point. Because you're going to see when people are really jumping on the bull and trying to get rid of certain things, it's for y'all benefit. Get rid of it. I know that, Wilma. Trust me, I know that shit. But you know me. Wilma, you know me personally. Look at my face, baby. You know what I'm about to say, right? Come on now. Yo, Izzy Pop. Blessing, sis. Oh shit, what you making? You making potatoes? What you making, garlic potatoes or something? I want some. I'm being greedy. Coco, you know that's a fact. That's like, Coco, you got kids. You think your kid you not gonna be upset they try to tell you your kid gotta take this mandatory class or they gonna fail? You ain't trying to hear that shit. And I know you ain't trying to hear that shit like most people. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nobody. The main people that know for a fact they still got a moral compass is not gonna hear that. You trying to tell my kid what? Fuck out of here. Make that make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Momo 7 and 7. Well, let me introduce you to the Book of Nate, chapter 1, verse 1. Thou shalt not be hypnotized nor fucking televised or some bullshit. We won't do that. Not promoting no agendas that's definitely going to be targeting these kids. Give a fuck how you felt about it. That's what I'm saying. I know everybody has their own different thinking process, but it shouldn't take a rocket scientist to say this ain't right, and you know this ain't right. Mo, because you, like I said, Mo, you done seen us been in certain chats, and when they having these type of combos and everybody is going from an emotional logic, no, we standing on a logical standpoint. And as logic clear as day. You ain't supposed to be promoting certain things to kids. If that's the case, you should be teaching them to smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, drink liquor. They already got to worry about that because the world already is, to a degree, giving them the bad impression. But then you going to tell them they going to fail in life if they don't take this class. Y'all niggas got the game so fucked up. And I honestly feel like this. You honestly are going to fuck around. It's going to backfire. And then now it's going to backfire on your family to a point where you don't realize, damn, I fucked up. Shouldn't have even been part of this. Yeah, because don't get it twisted. I know that's something that they've been doing forever, trying to implement certain shit. But see, back in the days, parents was really cautious about what the fuck we was watching. Even when we wasn't watching cartoons, even certain movies they wasn't letting us watch. If it was too gory or if it was just too much cursing or violence in it, they wasn't trying to let us watch that shit. Maybe some slapstick humor comedy, like Ernest Goes to Camp and shit like that, that. But he wasn't watching no Die Hard, and if we did watch Die Hard, we had to watch it with the parent. Like Die Hard was mostly a movie for the adults to a degree. But then again, I remember going to the movies with my mom to go watch the first Die Hard. Almost everybody named Mama was in there with their kids, but guess what? They was making sure they was breaking it down too on certain terms. You like, yo, is this real? No, this ain't real. This is this down the third. You know, like, come on. Just even the simplest education still while you at a movie is good. I had to keep their brain sharp. And it's crazy how it's spiraling out of control that y'all bringing an agenda to the forefront that you know for a fact is wrong, not just against the people, but wrong against the man upstairs himself. And y'all don't care. But you should care because guess what? You wasn't forced. You wasn't forced to do certain things as a kid. So why should you force somebody else's kid to do something? That's why I said I'm glad I don't got no kids right now. As much as I want them, I'm glad I don't got them because I'll be the first one going to jail really on some shit. You're not going to try to tell my kid none of that shit. And if that's the case, fuck that. My kid have been getting homeschooled. I'd have had to just take time from whatever and make sure my kid is right. Ain't going to be sitting here feeding them some logic you feel to feed them. Hell no. No, it's not going down like that. Facts. See? Like, that's a lot of that. Wilma is one of the few parents like you that I know for a fact is going to bat for their kid. Because why the fuck are you telling them that they got to be a part of this in order to pass school? That's like you telling me this is mandatory to take this class. That's like if I was young, you try to tell me it's mandatory to take this class or either I'm going to get failed or expelled. Well, you might as well do one of the two because I'm not being part of it. Especially if I feel it's an uncomfortable situation to talk about. And some people feel uncomfortable talking about these situations. You are absolutely right. Hence why I said, when they get a certain age and make their own decision, then it is what it is. But until then, stop trying to feed them false narratives. Stop trying to bring these damn books. I grant it. You trying to quote unquote promote equality and tolerance and acceptance. We already tolerated a lot because every other day somebody is coming out the closet on something. We already accepted that there are going to be people who choose that path. But we not going to accept and be a part of y'all mind controlling and fucking these kids at the same time. It's not going to happen. At least not amongst the collective that know for a fact is wrong. It's not going to continue to happen. And things will be changed at some point, you know? Exactly. Don't get it twisted. We all ain't perfect, but it's just some things we are not going to do and make the Most High upset. I am not going to sit here and put on a dress and try to promote to the kids that you can be what the hell you want to be. I'm not going to get no sex change and try to tell these kids, oh, if you want to be this, you can be that. No, I'm not doing that. God put me here as a boy. God gave me instincts like a boy and gave me the instincts of an animal. So there's no way you're going to tell me, I'm gonna be chasing something that no. I'm not chasing the fucking false narrative. I'm chasing the truth. And I don't even gotta chase it. The truth always stands right in front of your eyes when you sit there and open that third eye. And it's fucked up. We living in a world right now that our third eyes ain't fully open. This is like that Roddy Piper movie. You have to put these glasses on and see certain things for yourself. And some of these movies already promoted how things are going to start changing. That's why I said when it comes to certain topics, I don't stray from them, and I be damned if I'm going to back down on anything. I don't care how anybody might feel. I'm not backing down from that. There ain't no fucking folding. There ain't none of that. It's just called having a moral compass. And I'm going to continue to fight on things that I know for a fact is wrong, especially if you're trying to push it towards the youngins. That I'm not having. But that'd have been like you trying to force a narrative on one of my goddaughters. I definitely would have punched you in your fucking face. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd have tried to beat the whole establishment up if I could. Because you're not going to sit here and try to promote my fucking god kid or promote to my child any fuck shit that you know is not accepted and not tolerable, at least in his eyes. Not going to sit here and do that. So that's like you basically saying, forget that there's a higher power. Okay. See how that worked for you. You know what I'm saying? You have some parents who might be on a certain side of the fence, but guess what? You still have a respect level. Just like I said, back in the days, that community, regardless to how they was moving, they didn't fucking push agendas on the kids. A lot of times they would try to kick the kids away from these situations because they didn't want the kids to know what, or even ask questions about what they might have been doing. But y'all so focused on really just pushing this shit to a limit now. You know, like I said, when you get a certain age and you decide to make whatever decision you make, then that's on you. But when you're a kid, you ain't supposed to be having all of these things pushed on you from the time you coming out to the time you get into teenage years. No, got enough to deal with as it is in the society. But then you got to deal with this type of shit they trying to promote. Come on, when does it stop? Facts, Craig. They can't change born genetics. That's like when somebody try to say, "Oh, it's been proven that people can be born gay." I said, "Prove it to me. You have to show me something other than what the fuck you thought you heard." And some of the shit you be hearing, you know, is cat news. That's why I don't pay attention to almost everything, unless I do a credible research of it myself. I don't listen to some of that shit because I already know from Jump Street. Don't think my mom's ain't teach me certain shit she need to teach me too. That shit is still stuck in the back of my head. So that shit can never go away. Knowledge will never be going away from nothing. I don't care if I don't read a book ever in life again. My knowledge is still what it is. I can still read my name. I can still read everything in a book. And I can still use my mind to know when bullshit is occurring. Period. My fault, Monique. You said the same shit. Can't change genetics. You can't change certain things. You are either meant to be born a man or a woman. Period. Now you decide you want to do whatever you want to do with your sex when you get older, and that's you. But guess what? Don't try to feed a lie to the kids that you could be born anything. Don't try to feed the kids that, oh, you could come out the womb and be. No, stop trying to feed that false narrative. You're fucking their heads up when you do shit like that. And you're continuously pushing the bullshit agenda that shouldn't even be pushed in the first place. Stop trying to make the kids grown before they get grown. Bad enough, some of them already gonna be trying to be grown before time. But now you going at kids that are still trying to be, you know, kids at heart. So why are you forcing things on them? That's a whole fact. But women, you know they ain't gonna do that. They just try to disregard mental health and all of that. You know that, sis. We just talked about that the other day. They promote all the fuck shit, but won't promote the shit that's really going on right now. Give these kids education on people with mental health. Give that awareness out. If you want to be trying to teach them something, teach them about staying away from drugs and guns and gangs and shit like that until they decide they old enough to make their own decisions. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Coco. You know, that's what I'm saying. You got some people that believe the dumbest shit. But like I said, I believe in logic and I just believe in overall facts. And the fact of the matter is, y'all promoting some of the fucking worst shit you could promote. Sorry. No way you gonna tell me you feel comfortable as a grown man or woman, whether you got kids or not, and you pushing that agenda on these kids. Y'all some fucked up individuals and y'all need to find God for real. Find something that's gonna make you get that fucking sleep state and that state of falsehood. Because guess what? You're gonna make yourself look stupid at the long run. You're gonna make your kids look crazy. You're gonna make everybody around you look crazy. Why? Because instead of you standing on your fucking 10 toes and doing what you're supposed to be doing, you just sat back and allowed it to happen. Like I said, it's certain information I'm about to really dig in on, and I'm gonna have an open panel about some of this. So you already know what it is. I just really feel it's fucked up that you'll sit here and try to literally promote some dumb shit that you know for a fact the grown-ups know is dumb. The grown-ups know ain't right. The grown-ups know for a fact it's lies, and you trying to feed it to these kids. So how the fuck could you have any type of conscience or soul if you lying to the kids? You lying to the kids, you pushing false narratives on the kids, you trying to get them to be a part of your quote-unquote society before they can even fully make a decision about what the hell they want to do in their own life. Fuck out of here. Y'all can't play God, public service announcement. Your arms is too short to box with God. So stop trying to fucking push a narrative and trying to depopulate the earth. I said what I said because this is a part of my own statement and my own opinion. Give a damn about no copyrights, none of that. Like I said, my mouth is definitely about to be on one for now. Point blank, period. No doubt, sis. Hopefully, if you back soon, get your dance shoes on. We definitely ain't here in a little bit. Exactly. You try to eliminate any type of talk about the man upstairs in schools and in the workplace, right? But you want to promote all this homosexuality amongst the kids and amongst the flock. Y'all got to make it make sense, man. Shit needs to come to a halt. Like everybody gonna really have to get on the same accord. But then again, when it comes to situations like this, not everybody gonna feel the same way you feel. Not everybody gonna want to go against this fucking shit. Well, guess what? Continue to keep being fucked up and confused in life, because not everybody's going to follow that logic. People are actually waking up to specific things now. So guess what? What you think you're gonna promote to some people ain't gonna be promoted, because some people are gonna stop that shit right then and there. You want to teach falsehoods, you want to teach all this bullshit to the kids, do it to your own kids. Don't do it to somebody else's kid. And if your kid decide this is what they want to do, then guess what? Let them fucking make that decision when they old enough to make that decision. Don't force it on them before they even the age of 13. Time to really start standing on the ball with things. Y'all gonna have to start getting more involved with what's going on in the community, seeing what they trying to implement. Because I'm telling you, somebody gonna bypass something, and that's gonna be the bypass that I'm talking about. That everybody at the part of this is gonna have to stand together. The world will stand still with whatever they trying to implement. And guess what? Don't say I didn't say nothing. Just know that I was right about it. And honestly, I feel with my platform, I should be able to say what the fuck I'm going to say. So I'm going to continue to say it. You can't stop silence somebody that you know for a fact is on the right path. You can't stop knowledge, development, nor you can't do it. You could try to slow it down. You could try to manipulate it, but it ain't going to work. At least not in my fucking house. It's not going to work. And again, I'm going to be able to say and do what I want to say and do. And as long as I ain't going along the lines of promoting some sort of whatever, you better leave me fucking alone and just accept what you can accept. Because if you can accept people on here doing certain shit that you know for a fact is immorally wrong, like porn bombing and all that dumb shit, I should be able to say what the fuck I want to say out my mouth, especially if I know it's true for logic. Not going to tell me what I can and can't say on my platform. And if you think you're going to knock a nigga down, I'll be back. And I'm going to be coming back with the gat in the back. Like I said this morning. Don't think that won't happen. But you know, I definitely want to just chime in with y'all, like I said. Topics like this, like I said, I'm gonna get some more info on certain things because I believe it's more to that fact of 4 states that actually allowed it. It could be more, but they ain't gonna say nothing until they feel they ready to say something because they know it's gonna be an uphill battle for some people because some of these people are still in that conservative state as far as I don't promote this and you know this is wrong. That's all I'm saying. So this is where one of these wars is gonna happen. Because you're gonna have the real religious people against the people that you know for a fact is on that heathen shit, and you're gonna try to keep promotion, gonna try to promote certain shit, keep pushing certain shit, and then some people gonna be pushing right back on them because they know it's wrong. Like I said, when exactly are some of y'all gonna get it together and start fighting? When it's too late? Yeah, this is definitely a topic for a part 2 and an open panel. I ain't even gonna stress this shit too much tonight because I think I stressed it enough today. You know. Nah, word, you know what it is? Like I said, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to topics like that, people want to be sensitive and they touch you on it. But guess what? These type of talks still need to be had regardless to what. It's almost like I said, a problem. You could run around the problem, you could go over the problem or under the problem. But when you come back around that bend, that problem's still gonna be standing in front of you like a wall. You're supposed to break through that wall. Stop being silent on dumb shit. Stop being silent when it's coming to the welfare and the well-being of your kids. Stand up. Have a moral background and a conscience about yourself to know that certain things that they pushing ain't right and will never be right. But when you say something logical like this, you get looked at. Or you get looked at like the bully. No, I'm not being a bully. I'm just being a logical human being like I'm supposed to be doing. So, you know. I ain't gonna stress this one. Like I said, I'm gonna leave this for open panel part 2. So I done forgot what time I got the reminder set for the music, so I'm about to definitely get off this and try to get a few things in order. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay game. Shout outs to the shadow watchers that rock with your boy. Y'all already know what it is. And y'all already know it's always love whenever y'all in here, man. Y'all don't gotta be here, but you here with your boy. So we gonna definitely have this open panel of part 2, and you know, whoever's willing to pop up, y'all more than welcome to pop up. You know, definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, but we'll be back. Let me just try to get this shit situated. So y'all have your dead shoes on, be ready to party because we're gonna be back in here. You know. Don't let what I said go over your head neither. Because this is the type of voice that you want to have to keep hearing. Because as long as y'all still promoting fuck shit, I'm gonna be one of them niggas on your scout piece, making sure that you're not gonna promote it the way you think you're gonna promote it. Sorry. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know, and y'all stay tuned because we back with the music, y'all. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.